Hi friends, welcome back to my crafty desk. Sandra here at Blossom and Inspire. I am still plugging away on these Time Life Garden Encyclopedia books, working on the pockets and the page reinforcements. I'm getting a little bit of a late start. I was supposed to just continue this on the other day when you watched the other video, but some things come up and here we are. It's the next day for me, but I believe it is. I got to quit saying what days it is. I don't know what day this is posting. Hopefully you're seeing them in the right order. How about that? Anyhow, friends, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me. I hope you're enjoying all your moments and being super crafty and having tons of fun. And yeah, thanks for joining me. I'm just gonna keep working on these, and I'm just gonna chit chat. I'm just gonna chit chat with my friends. So I need to work on that also. Anyhow, I already did this page. I have, I think, six books done. I have 7, I think, more to go. Let me see. One. That's what I was trying to do, is figure out how many I was doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, there are 13 of these books. But I believe, well, my plan is to only keep one for myself and hopefully sell the rest of them. But I don't know if that's going to happen. We're gonna see. So now I'm just still working away, doing this and adding the little pieces here. And I just thought I'd do it with my friends. Again, I say that again. Trying to figure out which way I want these to go. If I want that little border at the top or the bottom. Too many decisions. See, the writing's upside down. I mean, it doesn't bother me right now, but will it bother me when it's all done? Probably. So we'll see. Anyhow, so sorry about last week about all that video mix-up. That was just what I keep saying the word wild. I must be hearing it a lot. So it was a little crazy over here. And I have to say, so it was yesterday for me when that happened. I went upstairs and I was like, Jason got home and I got done and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to go get this video done and posted. And because it was late already, I needed to get dinner going. So I went upstairs and I was telling Jason, I said, hey, I go, how was your day? And he goes, it was crazy. I go, seriously? I go, seriously? And he goes, yeah. And I go, oh my gosh, so was mine. I'm just like, what the heck is going on? And I mean, it wasn't crazy in a bad way. It was just crazy. So he tells me what's going on, tells me about his day and all that. And I tell him, I'm like, Jason, my phone was like ringing off the hook. So friends, my phone doesn't ring. I go days sometimes without even getting a text. Unless, honestly, I probably get texted the most from friends here. But I'll go days without even getting a text. So for my phone to ring all day long and get text all day long was completely, it was so like different. And it was just like throwing me for a loop. I also realized that day, I was trying to budget my time, so I knew I was blocking off time for this, for that, anyways. And in that time blocking, I knew how much I would get done, and then I would go eat, like have a lunch or something like that. So that day, I didn't do that because I kept getting interrupted, and I needed to get back to my videos because I need to stay as much as I can in the groove that I was in. And also I'm talking and I have to sometimes go listen to the last part. Like, where did I leave off? I don't even know where I left off. So it's silly. It's just silly little things. But anyhow, so that happens so much. I had my breakfast in the morning. Now, remember, I get up like super early. And I believe that day I had gotten up at, oh gosh, it was so early. That was my filming day. That was Tuesday. Yeah, so I didn't even walk that day. I was like, I can't walk. Sorry, Brian. Like, I'm just so tired. And my, I need a wet one. I think I'd been up since midnight. Anyways, I had my smoothie for breakfast, which is, I make with like it's high protein. It's like, I use protein powder, I use protein drink, I use some supplements that are really good for me, like creatine, I don't know, I'm going to say it wrong, macaroon and moringa. I don't know. I'm not going to say things right, but anyways, I do good supplements. I take vitamins. I do all these things. But that's what I had for breakfast. And then I had a snack before I started filming. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to have a snack. Or maybe I did a little bit of filming and then I don't remember. So my snack was just like some almonds. And I just like have 1 pack of, and they are lightly salted. I know I should probably supposed to do the unsalted ones, but, and I actually like the unsalted ones too, but what I have is the lightly salted. So I had a pack of that. And that was fine. That was going to sustain me until lunch. And then my plan was to go and have a high protein lunch and then get back to doing videos and working on these books in between the videos loading so I can get them done. Well, then all those phone calls and all that stuff happened, and all those texts and the ladies coming to do the cleaning and all these things. And I was like, I didn't have lunch. I didn't have time. That I had to like cut things from my to-do list, I guess, subconsciously. I don't know. And so I never ate. So that's another reason why I was probably super duper frazzled and crazy and wild. I was like all over the board. I was like listening to this video. I'm like, gosh, do I even post it? But then I thought, I don't have another one. I'm just going to have to go for it, see what happens. And then anyways, that's what happened. I went upstairs. I was supposed to have the rice already done. It wasn't done. And I think by the time I got upstairs, it was like 4:30 in the evening. 4:45. So Jason and I like to eat we eat dinner early. I mean, I think it's early. I think it's a great time. We eat dinner by 5 o'clock. Sometimes we'll even eat dinner at 4:30. We get up early. We go to bed early. I don't want to eat too late because I'll have a stomach ache. But my normal bedtime, like honestly, like I'm falling asleep at 7 o'clock on the sofa, 7:30. But I forgot to go my in-between things. Go 1 and 2 and 3. But I normally go to sleep around, I head up to bed at 8. Get my face washed, get in bed, everything. By the time everything is said and done, I'm probably in bed and sound asleep by 8:30 at the latest. What the heck? Sound like somebody's walking down here in my craft room, but there's nobody down here that I can see. Anyways, so that was kind of crazy to be up that extra early. I didn't take into account for that. You know, I'm in my routine of eating, but you know, when you get up that early, you have to add another snack in because your body's awake and it's doing stuff, right? So I think I do well with every 2-hour eating of something, not a meal, but like I can eat. I don't even have to eat a large meal for my lunch. If I just eat something, I did this before when I was trying to figure out my blood sugar, trying to figure out like what works best for me. When I worked at the bank, I think is one, because I really had to have my wits about me. You know, you want your banker to really be, which I know everybody's probably like, you were a banker, you have to do a lot of math. They don't let you math there. I think that's where I lost a lot of my math skill. They do not let you math at the bank. They make you use all the devices. So like the computer, I always called it like the dummy screen. They took it away, which I get it, I guess. I guess the computer's smarter, so whatever. Anyways. I already put this one on. Oops, sorry. So I already got this one on. I'm going to get it folded. I started doing it back this way so that it has time to dry just a tiny bit before I'm refolding that. Because you guys probably already know when you fold it, when it's wet and you fold it, sometimes you get a little bit of a bulk thing on the inside. And I got one and I was like, dang it, I knew better. But it was working so well for such a while, through so many books. I was like, So glue that first, since it's just a glue stick. See, like in here, like sometimes it gets like that extra little fold. Oh, I guess it still got one a little bit. I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. I try to go in there and like smush it out. But anyways, so we'll see. So yeah, I was definitely food deprived, sleep deprived, and craft deprived because of all the phone calls. I did get quite a few things done. I feel good though that I did in all that videoing. I was able to get my ATC done, which, oh my gosh, such a relief. And my friends, it doesn't look, I mean, I guess it looks something like what we were doing, but when I went off the camera and I kept working, I just had to get it done. So I was like, it's not leaving my desk till I'm done with it. So I had to fight back into the mojo of it, and then it took a different direction. So it's still, I mean, I think it's quite similar, close to what it was, but it's definitely different. Okay, this one. These are so pretty. I forgot about how much I loved these, and I can't wait to get them done. I'm just hoping that I have enough workable, fun, artful pages in it. Let's take a look really quick, because I kind of forgot. So we have, and I might add something more on the front. So this was going to be the front. I liked having like this piece right here for the front cover, and I like having this for the first page. I just don't know that I want it to be the first. I just don't know. I don't know what I want. I think it's fine. We'll find out. 1, 2, 3. That's upside down. Does that matter? I don't know. 4, 5, 6, 7. That's it, 7 pages. So there's 7 in a signature. That doesn't sound right. Oh, but I also have, okay, never mind. I also have this page that I'm going to add in here on one of the signatures. And then I have the collaged page for each signature. So they're both going to have one of these. So that's 8 pages. I think if I can find, if I can find 2 more pages, I think 8, 9, 10. I want to do 10 to 12 pages. So I think I'm going to go find some more artful kind of play papers that are large. I just received, I think we did a haul recently where I have these big artful papers. Maybe I'll try and get those in here. I don't know. Okay, now that we know that, I'm going to take this and set that aside. I need this out of here. I need these. And I need this map paper right here. Everything else has been reinforced. That needs to be reinforced. Oops. It's funny. I had a rhythm, but then as soon as I get on camera, it's different. Well, I wasn't talking either. Maybe that's part of it. I was listening to NCIS. That's what I have on right now. I've been watching that from the very beginning. There's so many seasons, so I put that on. Okay, so here's my disclaimer here on this. I like to put on craft videos and listen to other people. However, I find that I stop working and because I want to watch what they're doing and I want to see all the things. So I have trouble. So I have to it has to depend on what I'm working on. That's really matchy. But, oh my gosh, did I put the rickrack on the other one? I didn't. I still have to put the rickrack on this one. See? Talking, not working. This one actually has like these, this one came out of this book right here. And it actually has some of this blue and teal in here. I wonder, I have some blues and teals in here. Let's see what would look pretty on this color though. No, I'm not feeling that one. Not feeling that one either. I want to see if I have an open one. See, I have all these unopened ones. But I have a lot of rickracks, and I remember telling myself, like, see, I have 2 of these. So I can have one. One's definitely leaving. This is not the organizing video, Sandra. One day I'll like use up all my rickrack finally, and I'll be like, why did I get rid of it all? That blue one, you know, that one's kind of pretty, but it's not opened yet. Okay, I'm gonna put these back in here because I'm not organizing right now. Nope. I thought I had a teal one in here. Or did I just try that and I didn't like it? This one's nothing fancy. It's just, oh, Crafter Square. So this is from the Dollar Tree, right? Let's see if it's wide enough. How do you open? That's pretty. I mean, I don't want to force it. It's not the color I want. I thought it would work to do a blue, but it's not going to work. I feel like this blue and that blue is the same. It's close enough in the color I can use. Oh, here's a light teal one. Goodness gracious. kind of like that. I like them. I'm wanting them to be colorful and fun. So let's take those out. Like that wouldn't be in here. This doesn't even go. Yeah, I have the right book here. I think I like that. I'm overthinking it. Because I don't think I have that other kind of green. Which is weird. Why don't I have a green one? Oh, I bet you I do. I bet you I have like all the red and green in a different area for Christmas. Betcha. All right, this is pretty. I like this one. So it's going to be either that one or it's going to be a brown one or something. So I have that one and I have that one. Oh, I don't like that brown. I mean, I don't hate it. Oh, I have a really rich brown in there. Who knew? Who knew it was going to be so difficult to make a decision? You know what it is I really like these colors, and I really like this book coat. I like this, which I didn't think I was going to love this one as much with all these. I didn't think so, but I really, really do. Really, really. Okay, let's see. I don't know that, I don't think that's what I paid for this. I think I bought it in a bundle of stuff. I mean, it could have worked out to that. That's the rich brown, or the deep dark brown. I've been using this one a lot. Okay, that's the one. It's done. Done deal. All right, there we go. Anyhow, today my phone hasn't ring at all. It's like a normal day. So anyway, oh, that's what I was telling you. So I was telling Jason. So as I'm telling Jason about them, like, yeah, my phone's been crazy. It rings, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And so I answer it, and then I get done talking, and so I'm like, okay, so we're finishing the story. We're both cooking dinner together because I like how he cooks the deer steaks that we were having. They're so yummy. And so, plus it's, so I get done off the phone, and then he was like, looked at me like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, I know, that's what it's been like all day. Like, seriously. And then we start talking, and then the phone rang again. I was like, stop. I'm like, I seriously can't do this. I don't know what's going on. But for whatever reason, whatever's going on in the world, in my life, I am being severely distracted. I feel like it was like something like happened that was just telling me, quit stressing out, quit taking things so serious. You're only going to get done what you can get done. And if you try to stack your day with so much stuff, then you don't leave no room for anything to happen. So like, I think about it like when with a business, like with my business, you know, say I had X amount of dollars. Like when I first bought my storefront, I always use this because I always use my storefront as my example. I learned so much there. So like I had so much money to purchase the building, or not the building, the business, and I was going to make payments. But I also knew I needed a cushion. So I feel like that's what I need to do with my time. Like I need that little bit of cushion. Like just because I'm up for however many hours, I can't stack my day for all those hours. I need to have like a little bit of time that I can say, you know, if I have this much time left over, then I can just do whatever I want. So if it happens to be crafting, then it's that. If it happens to be organizing or cleaning or doing absolutely nothing and watching a movie, because I do love to take breaks. I'll tell you right now, I love to take breaks and just watch a movie once in a while. Like a full-on movie. I like it. So I'll watch the movies that aren't Jason's favorite to watch. So now that's done. Now I can put that back. Now I want to get this thing done, and I had picked out a paper, I thought, then I went rogue. Dang it. Okay. So anyways, that's what I was learning. I need to make time for things that could happen, things that could pop up during the day, you know? Oh, that's pretty on there. So butterfly paper will go there, and then I want a ruffle on this. So, and I want it to be papery. And I want it to look pretty with this pink, which that blue actually does look kind of pretty, but not as pretty as just doing like, that one's kind of smaller, but I kind of like that tone on tone. What's the front of the book this one look like? See, it's like this. So I think that'd be pretty. Okay, so then I'll grab these and just stick them over to the side into the book. So it's out of sight, out of mind. This right there. Anyways, what do you think? Do you do that? Do you leave? Do you like all my friends here who are organizers of their time and their time management? If they're still doing stuff like that, do you do that? Do you like stack your whole day, or do you just willy-nilly it the whole day, or do you just block out like, these are the things I want to get done. I think it's going to take me about this much time, so hopefully I can get them done. And if I don't get them done, I move them to the next day. But you're good about taking your breaks and making time for yourself. It's hard for me sometimes too. I think I'm like, make time for myself. This is time for myself. Okay. So this week there's not going to be a craft live. No craft live video because I think I want this to go this way. No, I'm doing my maps upside down and I'm not paying attention. I guess it's not that big of a deal, but I mean, it's not a super huge deal, but I kind of want to stay right side up with some of this stuff. So yes, no craft live with me on this week because I'm going to have too many littles here to do the crafting live. I did think about it. I love your messages. I did think about doing it like, well, I guess I could do it like at, you know, my time it would be like 6 in the morning I think at the earliest that I could do it. Just because I have to get up and go to the bathroom. I mean, go to the bathroom. Sorry. Yeah, I guess I'll do that a few times, but I have to get up and have my coffee and, you know, take a shower so I'm ready for the day. I like to do all my stuff before the kids get up. Even if we're going to spend the day at the lake, like I like to have just all my stuff done. And then maybe I'm going to have 4 kids too. I have to remember my laundry's going to be, you know, I don't want it getting super stacked up. So I like to do it every few days, stay on top of it. So yeah, so no crafting live. I'm sorry. Whoops. I was using the map on one of these books and I wasn't paying attention. I knew I wanted the number, so I just did it with the word, and I didn't realize I did it upside down for my ruffle to be on this side, so the ruffle's on that side, which is fine. It could be on any side. It just was like, what the heck? So the rental's clean. I'm all excited about that. That's nice and done. It's so happy. Now I just need to get the final things out, the final, like the move out letter, walkthrough thing sent. They already moved, so I can do that on my own. And then, I mean, they're more than welcome to come back and look at it, but their last day is June 30th, early lease leaving. We were able to release for July 1st, so they don't have to be responsible for the rent in July. So they get their last month's rent back because that was prepaid within the lease. And then they get, and then they opted in just, instead of, like I give them my checklist for the cleaning, they opted into having a paid service do it. So that's what we did. And it came out to $350 altogether. So that's not, it's not bad. That's good. I mean, it's detailed. A move out clean, you know, like it's detailed. Like even though, so they left, the place was in, actually they left it nice. It was just, they were in a hurry. And I told them, hey, if you're paying for it, they were like, we're sorry, we can clean, we can sweep, mop, do all these things. And I said, well, it's part of the cleaning thing. So it's up to you. You have the checklist, what you want to, you know, of what you want to do, but you've, you know, it comes out of your deposit. You'll get the rest of your deposit back unless there's like, you know, things that need to be fixed or, you know, that are broken, you know, negligence and things like that, which we didn't have to worry about. I think the towel bar got yanked off the wall. So a little bit of damage where that goes. Easy fix for Jason, and just putting a new towel bar on there. So minor. That's like minute. I think it was like to get a new towel bar, to patch the wall, to do that, it's like 20 or 25 bucks. Nothing major. See, I could go this away instead, like I did the other one. I could have two of them. Maybe I'll do that with this one. And then I try to be really fair. Like I said, I have a checklist of things that I want done. I'm pretty particular, my friends. Like I know, here's my thing. I know what I want the house. If I'm renting a house, if I'm renting a house and somebody wants first, last deposit, or first and a giant deposit and all these things, then when I move into that house, I expect it to be clean, and I expect it to a certain, like I hold it to a certain standard of myself. Like, and I know that everybody's different, and so maybe my standards are higher than others and lower than others, who knows. But for me, I want it clean. I want the baseboards clean. I want the walls clean. You know, it's a rental, so I get it. Like, there's not going to always be new paint if the paint doesn't need to be painted, but the walls need to be clean. Like, I don't want to walk in and rent a house and say that, you know, pet friendly like ours are. I don't want to see, like, you know how in dogs and cats, how they rub up against the sides of the walls. Like, it adds, you know, their own little texture. I don't want that. I'm going to have it with my own dog. I'm going to clean up after my own dog, but I don't want to pay for a place and then have to clean up from somebody else's dog. Like, that's not cool. It's not cool. Anyways, things like that. Windowsills, like getting them cleaned out. The, you know, the whole stove, the vent, the underneath, the backsplash. Like, when we cook, I don't even cook that much, and I'm telling you, I have stuff everywhere. Like, when I'm doing my deep clean, I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't even see this. Oh my gosh, I didn't see this. Oh my gosh, I had somebody over for dinner and I didn't see this. How embarrassing. I'm just kidding. Like, too late now. But anyways, yeah. So, but I feel like it, and I've had cleaners that didn't follow the checklist, and they're like, we're all done. I'm like, it took longer, it took this long, and we did this, and I'm thinking, there's no way. I have major hand issues and a knee problem, like, and I know dang well I can get it done. I don't pay by the hour on that stuff because it's a move out clean. You can't pay by the hour. Everybody moves at a different speed. And I'm like, so I had somebody once, and they were like, well, I worked really hard, and I was working so hard on this. I didn't expect this one thing to take me this long to work on it. And it was like, she said it was like the windowsill. So the windowsills had, like, you know, the trappings of the flying things. So, you know, and it happens. And so the people who lived there, they weren't, I don't know, either they didn't realize, you know, that they collect in the windowsills. Younger couples, a lot of times they don't, I find, because they're not used to, you know, because they've always had things cleaned up for them. Or somebody came, I don't know. I don't mean that as like a put down. I mean, some people do and some people don't, but I find out of my own experiences, more times than not, it's the younger people that don't catch those little things like that take time. And they're like, it took me forever to clean it out. And I was like, I had messaged him back, and I was like, well, you missed one of the windows. I go, I actually cleaned it. I said, you missed one of the windows. So I used the shop vac that I provided for you to use that you opted not to. And I just cleaned it out with that, sucked everything out with that, which made it very easy then to just wipe out the track. Much easier, not very easy. I mean, cleaning out tracks is not the easiest thing in the world, but it was much easier to do it that way. And I thought, so, you know, because you choose to do it the hardest way possible, you can't charge somebody for that. It's not cool. It's not cool, man. And I know, maybe they didn't know, but they didn't ask, and they didn't use the shop vac for anything. And yeah, and I guess it's not always common sense for everybody to know to use the shop vac, even though the person said, here's a shop vac, use a shop vac, and you might want to use that on the windowsills and the baseboards and this and that, you know. Am I being mean? I just don't know. Okay, I just want to make sure these are the right ones. So this one, I'm pretty sure this one goes to this one. Yep, so that one is in here. Okay, I didn't mix them up. I mean, I was mixing them up, but they are right now. And this one I knew goes here. I know it goes there. Yep. Okay. Yay, happiness. So, let's see. We have 1, 2, 3 going that way. And now we need to go this way. I have to stack them back and forth because they're trying to fall over. Oh, and this goes to the Sara-Lee one. Okay, back in there. Saving all their parts. Oh, whatever. I'm over it. Okay. So we need this guy, and I need this map here. These are so pretty. I'm just loving them. Okay. Yeah, maybe I'll close it so I can see that. So the inside covers are all different. There's yellow. Hello, yellow. I don't know if I have the cover yet still to this map book, but I love it so much that I hope I find another one in my searches, in my treasure hunting. Ooh, that's pretty on that one. I like that. I think I'm going to go with that one. And then this one, I could go plain, or I can go some wood grain. Kind of like that one for something different. Ooh, that's kind of cool too, but I feel like I can use that someplace else. This is a little bit thicker, and then it's mapped. So I'm going to go with this one. Yep, that's the one. Aren't those pretty together? So I will have already been back by the time you see this from Spokane. I don't think I don't think we're gonna be able to. You'll know. You won't know on this video. I'll know before you see this video. I don't think we're gonna go to any estate sales, only because the estate sales are generally on Thursdays and Fridays. They're not usually over the weekends. And we went over, well, my gosh, see, I'm talking past, present, and future right now. So our weekend trip is Saturday going over, which just passed for you guys. Saturday going over, and then Sunday coming home. Picking up kids, going to a graduation barbecue, and then going to Costco to get all the stuff that we want to get at Costco for our barbecue, our 4th of July event that we're going to have here, because we're going to have all the kids, well, hopefully all the kids will be here. We've got a few friends that will be coming over, and then we have, so we'll have like that big water slide out, which adults can go on too. We have 100-foot slip and slide, and then we have like cornhole and a couple other games that we'll have for yard games. The barbecuer will be going. Everybody, I just tell everybody, bring your favorite dish. That way everybody always has something that they love on the table. Tell them Jason and I are gonna provide hot dogs and burgers. Dogs and burgers with the fixings. And then Jason always makes his famous that everybody loves so much so far. Oh, I'm doing the wrong thing. Potato salad and crab salad. So he uses imitation crab so that I can eat it too. Isn't that nice? Plus, it's a lot cheaper. But I can't eat the other stuff because I'm allergic to. I'm not allergic to all shellfish, but I love fish. So far, I've only ever had reactions where with a lot of itching inside my throat and mouth and lips, and it starts swelling. My throat wants to like close up. With so sad, crab, lobster, and shrimp. So all the hard shells, like crawdads, anything like that. Well, I don't know. I have to fold this first, girl. Fold your paper first. but I can eat, and I love clams, oysters, not raw. I've never been a raw oyster girl. And then, what else is there? Scallops. Like all that stuff. I like all the other stuff too. I just can't eat it without that happening. If I do, so I just keep Benadryl with me all the time. So if I eat something that has that in there or whatever that agent is that's in it, because the cereal of Apple Jacks does it to me too. So I don't eat Apple Jacks. But every once in a while I'll eat something that'll it'll start triggering that little bit of thing. So it's just Benadryl. That's all I have to do. They don't, at least not where I live, they don't give you an EpiPen for something like that. They say, just take Benadryl. And if it doesn't help, go to the hospital. And I'm like, well, that's really great advice, because let me tell you, Benadryl puts me to sleep. So I'm pretty sure I wouldn't know if it was working. Isn't that hilarious? So funny in the most morbid type of way. It's like, what the heck? What's going on? So I think I'm going to, after this, I still have to finish collaging some papers. I'm going to do that on my own, but I would love to hear what you think. I think they can definitely use 12 papers altogether in each signature. Maybe I should look at the spine again to show you, because I'm only putting 2 signatures in here. I believe the spine is 1 inch, because I think I was giving it for room for expansion. I think I was giving it a 1/2 inch per signature. And also, whoops, the way I made the signature, the way I put it together, I followed, oh my goodness gracious, I cannot think of her name right now. I want to say Sara-Lee. It could be somebody else, but I'm pretty sure it's Sara-Lee. And hope I'm saying her name right. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I followed her like thing on how to put it together for the most maximum of like opening your journal. I'm going to show you really quick. I know we have some new friends on here, and maybe you haven't seen that. I did make a playlist for these journals, and I try really hard every time I make a journal, or every time I work in this journal with parts and pieces, they also go in that playlist, but there is part 1, part 2, and part 3. Those are like, I think those were like main components. I don't really remember what I was doing. I do know that every video that I make any even little pocket or envelope or whatever I'm doing, that I go back and make sure that it's in that playlist. If you wanted to see more, if you haven't, if you like this thing. Oops, goodness gracious, that was loud. All right, let's put this together really quick and into the signature. Get all of its goodies in here. That goes in there. That pocket, this is one of the things we made. Still has a little bit more, it can be done to it. And then this here. Okay, that's a lot of stuff. Now, let me show you the spine really quick. Jeez, get it together, lady. All right, so the spine is right here. Ruler. The ruler of my world here. It is, yeah, so it goes right there. So it's 1 inch. It's a 1 inch spine. And I'm only doing the 2 signatures. So a lot of times, you could put like 3 or 4 signatures, maybe even 5, depending on how big your signatures are in a 1 inch spine. But I wanted lots of flexibility and room for this to grow. So you can see, let me stand up. I forgot I lowered my camera down. So you can see there's going to be a lot of space in there for it to grow. And see how how there's a lot of flex in there. I did that. I wanted that on purpose, because and I'm pretty sure it's Sara-Lee how she did her journal. If not, if it's either Sara-Lee or it's Shanicki Art. So sorry, it's one of them. So see how the journal how much flexibility it has. So the idea behind this was that when your journals open, the way it's put together, that your pages as they open, you can open it flat and you can work on it. So like as a glue book or an artful book, any way you want to do it. But if you wanted to do a glue book or an artful kind of book like that, collage book, it gives you that. It gives you that flexibility. Flexibility. Oops. Like, took me forever to find these pages. I can't just be ripping them up like that. Okay, well, I have, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if I can get 4 more books done before the hour is up. Which sure would be nice to have this part done. So, isn't this one pretty? So the front, so the purples and the pinks. So I need to get this guy out here. Okay. Those ones can go there. And then we need to pick our papers for this. Take that out. And let's see. I really love that blue. It's pretty. Oh, and I'm not putting my rickrack again. I'm gonna have to go back and fix that. I won't do that now. Last time I tried to go backwards and do stuff, I got all mixed up. No. Oh, I kind of like this. It's a lot of florals right there. Maybe I like this for this. No. This for this. This for this. Nope. This. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Too many decisions. Ooh. Ooh, I like this one right there. Okay, there's that one. Now let's do this one. Kind of thinking something a little bit more. I like this because it's got stripes and polka dots, and I love stripes and polka dots mixed together. So I think that's it. That's the winner. Winner, winner, winner. I also need to get a rickrack. So now this one is fabric and lace because I ran out of that wide lace. That's right. And then I got some more in a new haul, but too late. Too late. So let's see. Rickrack. What about this purple one right here? It's a knot of mess right there. Oh yeah, okay, I like that. Let's just do it. Commitment, all the way. Let's get this guy down first. This is the whole point of this part. So my friend Brienne, oh my gosh, I'm probably going to talk about this more than once, but my friend Brienne is going to help me. She wants to help me. I know her schedule's so full, I feel bad, but I didn't ask. I didn't ask. So we go on our walks every morning and we talk about things. We, you know, talk, one of us talks and then the other one says, okay, now tell me about your stuff. So we try to, like, we do about a 3-mile or so walk. And so we try to split it up with talking about our stuff. And then, you know, whether it was just getting stuff out, laughing about things, or helping, you know, just helping, having somebody to talk through stuff, right? Well, anyhow, keeps asking me, like, how my sales are going, how this is going, how's that's going. She's been wanting me to sell stuff since day one, since I started making journals. Since the first time she seen me make a journal, she actually wanted me to sell my journals. And I said, I can't. There's too much pressure. I can't do that right now. I think and then I sold a bunch local. I sold them super cheap, the amount of work that was in those journals. But, you know, you guys all know, it depends on your market. It depends on people know what they don't understand it. They're not going to know. And anything when you're making it, like, right? It's just the way it is. So, as I was collecting stuff, then she was like, again, you need to sell your stuff. You need to sell that stuff. Sandra, you're going to make money. Like, you know how to do this, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, so now that I'm doing it, she's really, really proud of me and impressed. But we talk about it and she says, she helps me. She's like, all right, you know, she has got a really good business mind, really good. And so we were business partners, and we both had our own business, and it was, and our umbrella company we created was called Through the Wooden Gate. I think I told you this before, but so Through the Wooden Gate. And then when you would come through the wooden gate, you would enter into the shop. And so I had fresh flowers and candy and gift lines and things like that. She had, when she came over, she'd already had her shop in town, so we combined them at one place. She is a legit interior designer, but she also carried a gift line, and then she carried home decor, and what else did she carry? She carried something else. Oh, and you know, like window shades and things like that. She was just starting out in our area with her business. So anyhow, so we combined the two under one. We sort of combined them. We worked under through the wooden gate. So through the wooden gate, whenever you bring up something to the counter to get charged for it, you got rung up as a customer of through the wooden gate, and then through the wooden gate paid Blossom and Briar, which was me, Blossom and Briar, or paid Welcome Home Interior Design, what was hers. And so by merging our two business under one roof, it saved us a lot of money with overhead. Plus, our businesses worked really well with each other. They complement each other so good. And it helped us because instead of having to pay someone else to work the shop for us on an extra day, we would take those, and it just helped out. Like, she still needed help for her stuff, like an assistant, and I still needed another designer, things like that. But anyways, why am I telling you all this? I forgot. Oh, yeah. Anyways, so we did a lot of business stuff. So I know how her business mind works, but she also knows how mine works, and how we know how well each other work. And we just stayed super best friends through all that. And which I guess is not the normal thing when people go into business. So, I mean, not that it never happens, but it's not like the normal thing. So I keep grabbing a wet one. I don't know what I'm doing with it, but I'm sure it's, oh, there it is. I'm sure it's wrecking something somewhere. So as we're talking and I'm streamlining things, trying to get things together, she's like, okay, have you thought about doing it like this? Does that work? What platform are you using? What are you doing here? What are you doing there? And I'm telling her, she's like, okay, that all sounds great. Okay, that sounds good. So today on our walk, which today's actually, I don't even know what day it is. I keep forgetting what day it is. Is today Wednesday? I think today's Wednesday, but you're watching this. I believe it's going to be Monday. So it could be Friday again, next Friday. I don't know. I don't know what day you're watching this. But anyways, she said she wants to, I told her, I'm like, well, I'm going to be doing my lives by myself for now. I need to like get it figured out. I'm still like I still need to get it more streamlined for myself. And I know that I'm learning with every cell, I'm learning different things to do, what's working in my room, what's not working. I said, I don't love my whole setup the way it is, but I don't see how I can move it around. And I said, so I'm just kind of just working it right now and trying to downsize what's in my room so I can bring. I was telling her what my plan is, like how to organize things and what I'm doing, this and that. She goes, okay, when's your next live sale? And I told her, I said, well, it's not until like, oh my gosh, you guys, I think it's July 8th. It's a Wednesday. It is a Wednesday, 9th. I lied. Oh, I don't even know what the days of the weeks are. Okay, July 9th. So but I told her it was a Wednesday. So she said, okay, she goes, you know what? I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come over and I want to sit through your live sale with you. I want to see what you're doing and how you're doing it, so I can understand more. And then if I see something that might work or help out, then she will offer that assistance. And as I'm talking to you guys, I'm just now realizing, oh my gosh, she's an interior designer. You know what that means? So she's a master organizer. So she might even see if there's a way. She'll probably either tell me, I don't see a way that you can change your setup. Like, if you're going to be in this room, this is how it's going to work. Or if you do this, it might work this way. So part of my setup has to do with where my computer is, because I have to be plugged directly into the Ethernet cord. And so I have a super long Ethernet cord, but where it comes down, not that it can't be changed, but that changing it means drilling more holes in my main floor through my ceiling down here. And really, if I don't have to do that, I don't want to do that. When I was doing the work from home business, we did it, and the cord was down here in my craft area down here. So in all honesty, if I moved it, my filming area, it would be into my craft room. So I kind of wanted to do that in the beginning. I was like, that's what I want to do. As I have been doing sales and needing to organize stuff that's for sale, I realized I don't want that in this room. I want that room to be separate. I really feel like it needs to be separate so that I don't see all that work when I'm trying to do this work. You know what I mean? And not that this is work, but this is more like there's fun in different things. Anyways, I need them to be separate. So I like it having a separate room. But the way I have everything broke down, I don't know. We'll find out. I don't know. I don't know what she's going to see. I might be just getting really ahead of myself here and really excited about something that's not going to happen. I'm just kidding. No, if she says she's going to do it, she's going to do it. She's also a curious cat, you know. She's a curious cat. She really is. So she wants to see what's happening, and she's a great supporter of me. Like, she wants to see me succeed. She wants me to do what makes me happy. And yeah, just like you're, you know, a real good friend or family member that loves you once, right? So I told her, I'm like, Brienne, I go, you want to sit through a cell? I go, you're going to be so bored. Oh my gosh. I said, if you're not actually doing it, like, it's not, oh man, I wish I'd have figured this out first. Okay, this side's not down. I was thinking, should I go down here? Yeah, I'm going to go on the seam. There we go. Kind of, somebody, you guys are probably already thinking like, oh, I hope she goes down there. Because that, you know, to join these two. I don't know. Did we even talk about that when I made this the first time? Probably. Just don't remember. Anyway, so I'm excited about that. So she's going to just try to see how to streamline. So she wants to see me do the cell. And then she says she wants to come back. Well, I don't think she has to come back to see me do the way I invoice. Because she was like, Sandra. Because I was like, I have to input everything like as inventory, like on the invoice so I can itemize it out. I said, people, I mean, I don't know if everybody does. I know I do. I'm that person. I like my invoices itemized out. I like to know what's on there. So in that first cell, there were some hiccups, and so it was like I didn't have the itemized things. It was just whatever. It worked out. I think everything worked out. If it didn't, my gosh, you guys, please tell me something. But I'm pretty sure it all worked out. It seems like it did. Everything that was sold was accounted for, except for the 2 people who there was 4 people altogether. 2 people didn't send their information in, and then 2 people just didn't pay their invoice, so I canceled their invoice. It's just, you know, I can do that. It's not a big deal. But anyway, so she doesn't need to come see that. I said, no, as I get the inventory put in, for the most part, there's some things that are like books. I'm not putting the titles of the books. I'm like, because I will always seem to have like certain price books. She goes, all right. And I go, but I have to keep changing the price because it only lets me save 2. She goes, okay. She goes, how do you put it in there? And I go, well, I'm putting book, and then I put 50 cents. And then the next time I put another one in, maybe it's a $1 book. And so it does it. But then when I get the next one, and she goes, what platform are you using? And I told her, and she goes, okay, try this. Because she's worked with inventory for so many years too. She goes, try doing, giving your books a name. So I can't remember what she said. And I go, oh my gosh, that's perfect. What I'll do is I'll name it like book 0.50, book 1.0, book 2.0. You get it? And then the price would be whatever that is. Does that make sense? Do you guys care? And I go, and then I don't have to keep changing it and resaving it. So then when I'm typing it in the invoice, like say Brienne was buying stuff and she bought like 2 50-cent books, I just type in the word book and it populates all the books, right? All the price points. And I can just go, oh, there's the 50-cent ones, and then I can put the quantity in. So the first invoice, the first couple of invoices, and anytime I get anything new, I have to type in the whole thing, you know, put it all in the inventory and then save it. So she's like, okay, you got that covered. I'm not going to help you with that. She goes, but I want to come over for the sale. I want to see what you're doing and how you're doing it. She wants to see how she can help me streamline putting everybody's packages to the side. I know I've got a lot of help from my friends here trying to help me out with that, and I appreciate it all. But I will say, being in the room and seeing what's happening and how much space there is, I think it makes a little bit of a difference on being able to understand what's going on. So I don't know. Does that make sense? Like, and watching how I'm working, because I'm a little bit I'm a little chaotic sometimes. You guys probably didn't know that. Surprise! This is a long video, but I'm gonna finish these books, and I'm gonna finish it with you. So hope you're enjoying the ride. All right, another one. Yay! Because you know what? If I don't stay on the video doing this, you guys, I'm going to walk away. And I only have 3 more to do. I have to go back and put rickrack on those. I won't make you stay for that unless you want to. Maybe I should so you can see what the rickrack is that I picked. Oh, gotta take this off. Oh my gosh, I'm getting warm. Okay, get those out. And that one is so pretty. I love these books. They're so much fun. I've had them forever. I can't believe I'm just now doing this. Ooh, the Sexy Orchid. Okay, so we have this guy here, and we have this here, and we have these papers. Let's choose the paper, and oh, isn't that pretty? That really pretty, like, brown and taupey color. That might be pretty on that pink. Yes. That's just white. Oh, that's kind of cool. Maybe. I'm not doing that one. Oh, I kind of like that yellow, though, too. No. I think if I was going to put yellow, it would be there. I like this there. And, I mean, I've been using a map here and there, but I've kind of been using the map when I have to, because I'm using it other places also in the books. That's really pretty, too. Oh, I just think that's so much more fun and spunky. But how much do I normally cut off? Because I want to, well, I guess if I do the folds there, I can get those flowers there. I'm trying to get as much of that pink on there because I think that's what I want. So even though that's orchid, that's flower, or more subdued. Yeah, I like the colorful. I've been just having fun with color, so I think I'm going to do that. And this one's bright. Okay, so choices made. Choices made. Rickrack. We haven't chosen the rickrack yet. So let's see. We have these pretty greens, and then we have oh, I have some more of this rainbowy one. Let's see. I don't think I want to put the blue in there, but see this orange and yellow and pink right here might be pretty. Green. I'm really getting colorful on that one. I'm not going to do that for this one. Should I go tone on tone, pink on pink? Hot pink on hot pink. That's an option. I have another shade of pink that don't care for that one for this one. And then I wish I don't have any lime green. So why don't I have a lime green? Do they not make lime green out of, okay, like there's a lot of rickrack. Where's the lime green? There should be lime green in here. I did get a whole bunch of other rickracks, remember? And I said I'm going to put all these in this thing and I'm going to look through them to see if anything's close. I wonder if there's a lime green in there. I'm going to have to pause this and go look. I don't know. I couldn't find it, so I can't stay away too long, otherwise I won't get in here and finish it. Okay, maybe a light pink. I have this one here. Let's try this. I do have like this regular green, but I think it would also look okay. I guess I was just hooked on that lime green. Let's try this. I think I don't want to do tone on tone. I want to do either this really pretty green one. Oh, no. I'm going to do the light pink. So I guess that's tone on tone. What did I just say? I wasn't going to do that, but it's all right. I feel like I got the green light from you. So we'll do that. And then this one first. Yes, this is definitely a long video. But if it's the only way I can get this done, I can get this done. I guess if you like just hanging out and listening to me chit-chat while you do your projects, or if I help you go to sleep, then you could break this video up into 2 episodes. Do you ever do that? I do that. I have some people that I love to watch, but either I watch them and I fall asleep because I'm watching them in the evening, and although I love watching them, their voices are, 1, soothing, and 2, I'm exhausted, so I just fall asleep. So I re-watch to where the last thing I remember, and then I watch it again. So I feel like I get 2 episodes then. Sometimes their videos are just long, like an hour long, and sometimes they're not even that long. Sometimes they're just like a 30-minute, but I seriously will fall asleep within 15 minutes. Well, I fall asleep even sooner. As soon as I get tired, I already know. So there's a couple of things that happen to me. One thing is I start getting really quiet. That's a sure tell right there. Sandra's not talking. Oh, what's wrong with you? People used to always say, what's the matter? What's wrong? And I'm like, nothing. I didn't realize what was happening at first. It took years for me to realize. One of my friends said, this is what she does when she gets tired. And I was like, what? Yeah, and they're like, you talk. You're like, bop, 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 bop. And then all of a sudden you stop and you're tired. And I go, how do you know I'm tired? And she goes, because then you fall asleep really soon. Like, oh my gosh. She was paying so much attention because probably she was like, what happened to Sandra? Why isn't she talking? Anyways, then the other thing that happens to me is I get instantly cold. Like my whole body, I get chilled. So once I start grabbing sweaters and putting socks on, snuggling into a blanket, and I also stop talking, or my talking is super, super slow and lethargic kind of. You know, I'm going down fast. There's no stopping me. It's like sticking wheels on me and setting me on the top of the hill. There she goes. Anyways, yeah, and I fall asleep within, I was going to say minutes, but I honestly think it's seconds. So, as soon as I lay down. I love that I've always been able to do that. But I'm not staying asleep now the older I get. And there was about 5 years when I was on this medicine for this thing that I had. I don't know, you probably heard of this. It's I think it's pretty common, a pituitary tumor. So it was a non-cancerous tumor, but I had a pituitary tumor, and it was small. And instead of having to go inside and do a surgery to get rid of it, they, I'm going to lose some of that flour. That's okay. They gave me this medicine to scar it and shrink it. So after 5 years, they wanted me to still take the medicine longer, and I was like, no, I'm out. I can't do this anymore. It affected my sleep. It affected my mood, everything, because I was tired. And on this medicine, I had to take medicine to wake up. I had to take medicine to help me sleep. So that medicine, then I had to take medicine to wake. It was horrible. So I was like, no, that's way too much. Let's go to the process of life. Just kidding. Anyways, now that I've went through I think I have menopause and stuff, then it's not something I really have to worry about anyways. Okay, let's do this. But I am already a vivid dreamer, and so it makes you have, one of the side effects are very vivid dreams and very crazy dreams. And I remember the first time that I had one, I woke up and I was like, all I can think about was, I can't imagine if I was not a person that liked to track my dreams before, or like to understand what my dreams mean and realize that it's like subconscious and conscious, all these different things. Like that dream would have terrified me so bad. There was no way I would have ever taken that medicine again, ever, because of what was going on in that dream. It was so, like, to the normal person, to somebody who's not who doesn't know how to read a dream or has never done that, attempted to do stuff like that, they would have been terrified. But I knew what all the things meant, but it was still a very whack dream. And I was like, oh my gosh. So it's like, subconscious, please, can you think of something else to let me know these things? I don't like that. I didn't like it at all. So I had lots of really vivid dreams like that. That part didn't bother me. But it did help me. I couldn't sleep. Like I said, I fall asleep really fast and easy. When I was on this medicine, I would lay there for hours and hours. And sometimes, go to bed at 8 o'clock and I'd still be awake. And it was like 3:30. I'm just laying there in bed. And I'm like, this is crazy. And at that time I was working full time. It was hard. I didn't like it at all. I didn't like it. I wanted it to stop. So I quit taking the medicine. I went to the doctor. I go, this is going to be my last appointment. My endocrinologist. I'm like, I'm done. So she's like, okay, can we just do some blood work and just everything else before you fully go? And I go, yeah. I go, I'll finish out my one prescription. Actually, you know what? I have to be honest. I don't think I ever finished it. You know what I did? Prescription medication is so expensive and it's so hard to get it. And then they want you to go for all these appointments. Look, I did some kind of weird folding there. It's all right. It's an imperfect ruffle. So what I would do is I would skip a day here, a day there. And I know you're not supposed to do that when you're on medicine, but like they even said, like, it's okay if you miss a day here, and then, you know, once in a while if you miss a day, then you just get back on it. And I'm like, oh, okay, that doesn't really bother anything. They're like, no, not unless you're doing it like if you're continuously like missing days in a row. And I was like, oh, well, good to know. So I started just skipping a day, you know, here and there, until I could save up a whole prescription bottle. So I have a month's worth. And then I got so good at doing that because I was doing this for 5 years. So I had a few prescriptions, you know, saved up. That way, just in case something happened with our insurance and it wasn't covering it anymore. Like, I was always thinking like that. Like, I want to make sure I can cover myself until I can figure something out. My husband said I was crazy. And I said, thank you for the compliment. Does anybody else do stuff like that? I'm not recommending doing that to, like, if you're on medications. I'm not saying, hey, you should do that. I asked my doctor, what happens if I miss a day? What happens if I miss a day, like, once a week? And they're like, I guess they didn't really know why I was asking. I was like, you know, what if I go out of town and spend the night and I forgot to take my medicine with me? So... And plus, I didn't feel like, so my medicine that I was taking, it wasn't like a do or die situation. So it wasn't like insulin or something like that, or, you know. I hope you know. See, it's silly things like that I say is the reason why I put my videos are not made for children or kids. That, and, you know, the glues and the adhesives, the paints and the scissors, those sharp tweezers and all that good stuff. My disclosure. Oh. At the bottom of my thing. I think I have it in all my videos. I try to. I usually just do a copy and paste. If you're using your computer for YouTube, when you're uploading, you can just be like, I think it has this option to like it does it for you, where you just go adding all your information from the last one. But I don't. I use my iPad because I do a lot of this work sitting upstairs after dinner when I'm hanging out with Jason. And so I have to go and input stuff. And so I do a lot of copy. So I go into one video, copy, paste into the next video. It's a little extra work, but I can sit up there and do it. I don't have to leave my honey bunny. My honey bunny. Okay. Ooh, I can feel the glue through that. That's okay. Texture. That's what we call it. That's what I'm calling it. Okay, get these in here. Look at me, look at me, look at me. So I don't think I'll be sewing all these signatures in on camera. I don't know that I'm going to do any of them on camera. I might without talking, maybe. I don't know. I can sew my signatures in faster when nobody's watching me. When I'm not on display or trying to talk. So we'll see. I'll get through a couple of them, and then maybe I'll go ahead and just film a couple of them, and then I can just talk. Maybe I'll try that talking overlay thing. I don't know. But as far as like doing it while I'm filming, that's not going to happen. I don't think. 13 signatures. Ugh, it's going to be a lot. A lot of 13 signatures with 2 signatures each. So that's 2 times 13, which is what? 26? 20, is that 26? I think so. You just see me, I was trying to add more numbers to that. Okay, let's see. That one's done. Okay, get this over here. This is the front of this one. Ooh, it's like more vintagey colors. Loving that. So I need this. Oh, see, and then this one's different too, because this one has this little piece here, which I cut not very well right there. It's okay. So this one might have 2 rickracs on it, because why not? Why not just keep going with the thing? Kind of wish, now that I'm thinking of that. Doesn't matter. Don't be wishing. There's nothing you can do. I'm not taking things back. It's staying the way it is. Let's get this map out. Get that ready. And let's choose some paper. Oh, well then I don't. Oh yeah, paper goes up here. I was like, oh, then I'm not doing the paper, but I am. I am. So this is like the really pretty orange. And I kind of like this color here. Is it the right one? It is not the right orange. Okay. Don't like it anymore. I did for a second though. I might go into the vintage. I don't have the green that I'm wanting, so I might be going into like a brown. I was hoping to have, oh, see, like this. Here's a gold right here. That's it. That's what we're going to do. That's the one. I like it. I hope I don't get in trouble for doing that. Oh, goodness gracious. I'm going to poke it right there. Okay. Let's see. We're going to do, so what I was thinking is, I don't know. I don't know. Does it need rickrack? Am I just going to do this one up here on the paper? Let's get the paper figured out, and then we'll see. Because I think that might be an option. Just switch this one up all together. So if I'm going to add the rickrack, and I have that green, and I have this print right here, I'm thinking maybe staying a little more neutral. I'm going to have to cut this one down a little bit. I'm not loving that color though. How neutral what neutral do I have in here? Anything? Not enough neutral. I could do the map. See, this is where I would use like the map. That's pretty. Okay. I also need something for this page here. Whoops. Yeah, these ones are all like these florals. I think I was like doing this one like mostly all these colors. So those will go there. This is more heavier duty, so I don't want to put that in the middle. Going down to the nitty gritty here. I can do map. There's already map. I don't want to put map on map. So this will go here, this will go there, and then this will go here. Except I'm going to cut that down, leaving that line on there like I did the other one. I just want to get the little hole off. No holes. That's it. I can go back there. And then before I make a full commitment, let's just double check this. If I did that and I did the ruffle, let's grab this thing, and then this would have been on top of that. So that will actually look nice, won't it? And then this, if I did this, whichever way, I think I would stick, I don't know. If I did it mostly the yellow, oops, like this, and then I could put this on here. I don't like that. I'm not liking that. All right, back over here. I might put map on there. So if I did this one and then I put the rickrack across this, I think that's it. Okay, so let's get this folded. I still think it needs that cute fold. I'm liking that. I'm like thinking as I'm doing this, and I know this video is going to be long, I'm like, man, I just don't have any consistency about me right now. I'm so sorry. I'm working. I'm trying. I know summers are busy, so I'm trying to give myself a little bit of grace there, and I'm changing my whole schedule, trying to work things out, but I apologize to anybody that really likes consistency, and I'm not being as consistent as you would like, but I'll get there. And then, you know, what'll happen is we'll have summer again. It'll happen next year, not this year. It'll be another summer, you know, of course. and then there'll be something else going on that'll make me not consistent again. I'm sure of it. I guess the one consistent thing is that I care about my friends here and hanging out with you, and that I will always be here doing something for the most part, every week. I think there was only that one time last year, there was a period where I took a break just for, I let myself sink into a little hole, and I just needed to be there for a minute. So I did it. There we go. And I will go ahead and give this a light coating on the edges. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out here with me, for chatting me up and watching and liking and subscribing, commenting. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I love all your comments that you give me through all the videos, but especially throughout this one with all your helpful hints and tips and suggestions and what you think about it, how you would use it, like all of it. It helps. It helps me to know, like, it's just kind of fun, you know, like what I'm creating for me, for other people, hopefully. Not necessarily just because you say something that you love. I don't expect that you're going to be, I don't expect you to say, oh, I don't expect for you to be like, okay, you're going to buy it now. You can, but you don't, but that's not the expectation. Oh my gosh, stop talking. Stop talking. Do I want that dot on the top, or I want that dotted line on the bottom? I've been leaving it on because I think I like it. I think it just adds another extra thing. Or I can put it there and I can put this on that. Oh, I like that. Now I'm covering it up, but it's giving me a line to follow. But do I want it on the top? Back again. One more time. You know, we're getting to the end, so I'm dragging it out. I don't know, you guys. I'm like stuck and you're not here to actually talk to me. I like it like that, or do I like it like this? Okay, and then I'm going to do one more thing. So I think I actually like it better on the bottom, but maybe it's because maybe the line needs to be on the bottom. Okay, I'm doing that. I'm going to do that. I hope I still like this when I'm done. But if I don't, I can just tear it off. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize what time it was. Dinner time. It's time to cook. It's 20 to, oh no, it's not. I'm looking at the clock wrong. Oh my gosh, I've got time, yay. It's 20 to 4. I thought it was 20 to 5. It's like, oh my gosh. We're going to have salmon tonight. Whoops, I don't know if glue went on the other side of this. So one of the things I was doing with the other ones, and I'm not doing with this one, is I'm not spreading my glue out. That's probably why I can feel those ridges. Okay, dots on the bottom, rickrack on the top, right? Is that what we decided? Sheesh. Okay, oops. I'm like breathing through this. Did you hear me? Yeah, that's a much smoother thing down there. So I'm also noticing, and I'm not liking it's driving me crazy. Like I said, when I cut this lace right there, there's this little piece right there. So minute, but I didn't want it there. Now it's gone. Happy days. Ouch. And then this is going to go on the top, I think, there. Oh, I didn't do that first. Oh, well, whatever. Put some Fabri-Tac or Fabri-Fix or whatever happens to be in here, 3-in-1. One of those, my beacon glue. My beacon, what's it called? An acetone base glue. Some people love the smell, some people hate the smell, and some people just don't, it doesn't bother them. Which one are you? For me, I think it depends on the day. Mostly, I just don't like how messy I am with it. That's my biggest thing. I watch people use this stuff and they don't have it everywhere. I don't understand how they manage that. They have nail polish on, everything, and they just use it all the time. And I know some people, I see them and they use tweezers, but I've seen people who don't use tweezers that have nice long nails with nail polish on, and they're doing it, and they're not getting it everywhere. I'm very, every part of me likes to be fully involved in it. Okay, let's do that. Get that there, and then I said we were just going to have to go in with the map. So let's do, I didn't want to do map. Maybe I should just, the other ones are just too thick, so it's going to be too hard to crease right there. And I want the reinforcement. This one, I mean, I think it goes over enough. I don't know. Why take a chance when you don't have to? I'm going to put this one here. And it's just going to be as big as the page. That's okay. Somebody's got to be different. Why not this one? Ooh. Okay, now I might want to make sure I'm having it go the same way. Or actually, should I do it upside down so it's different? No. It's gonna, no. I don't know if I'll love that. It was a fun thought for a second. I was like, let's be auspicious about it. Is that, would I be using that word correctly? Feel free to let me know if not, if I'm not. Okay, and then just getting that nice and straight on there, hopefully. There we go. You're like, wait a minute, that isn't, what? It's not the right, you know. Oops, sorry. I really need to get my little placemats changed here. I have so much stuff. I need to just keep working through these to get them off my desk first. Okay, now we'll take all of these and put them in the bucket. Yeah, that's cute. I like that. Oops, and that goes in there. This goes, oh, all of these. Everybody get in here. Time to go home. And then this goes here. See, look at, I do like this. See how that is? I like that. But for whatever reason, I'm putting these big pages in the front. I'm doing this one like that because I did the other one with the big page in the front. So maybe I'll just change this one really quick here and see. And also one, two, three. It had to do with the amount of pages I had. 1, 2, 3. And then we start all over, 4. And then I have this one, 5. 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'm like, do they all have the same amount of pages? I'm so confused. Okay, let's not do this. I'm almost done with this part. I can go readjust later. I need to find more pages. I think I want 12 pages. No. I want 10 pages for sure, but I think I can do 12. I want to know what you think. Give me all the advice. All right, this is the last one. Then I'm going to double check on some of those that I missed for the rickrack. So pretty. I'm an orange lover. I love bright colors. So this is so pretty with the oranges and the like purpley pinks and the yellow. Oh my gosh. I remember I used this peach right here. It's not my favorite one, so that might have to get addressed at some point, but it's not bad. It's just not my favorite. I love this pumpkin orange here. So pretty. Pretty. Okay, get that off of here. This map out. Get those put to the side. Let's see. Oh, see, and then look at this one. I picked this one because I had that pretty orange. Oh my gosh, I remember. It's so nice. I remember grabbing the papers for this one. Loving it. Let's get that out. So, oh, and I think I liked the peach on this. So I wanted, and I believe all my pockets match the front. Okay. No, that's thin. This is another thin one. I mean, this is thicker. This, oh, how many did I put down there? I have that one, that one, that one, that one. I have map. Always can use the map. I have that one. This one's actually thin too, and so is that one. Okay, so I know these ones are a no. Let's get them out of the way. And we need to decide on the pocket. And that one's short. That one goes out of the way. And I think this might be pretty on this one. See, I like those browns. I might use that one on this one. That one's not doing it for me. And I mean, I could do another one like this, but possibility. We'll just set this to the side here. No, it's actually a little thicker than I want it to be. To be perfectly honest, it's not horribly thick. It's thicker than just that thinner paper. It's not too bad. Okay, but I'm not liking these ones there, so. That one's not too bad. But I think this one, I actually like this map. I like that green. So, but will I have the green? I won't, because I'm going to make, unless I make the ruffles on this side. But I have to make sure that this is going to be that way. So I would start with my biggest ruffle. Is that how you do it? Like that, go backwards. Let's see if I can figure this out. I'm trying to manipulate my paper, and I feel like my paper is trying to manipulate me. Okay, there we go. And then another loopy-loo here. Come on, or ruffle. Come on, paper. Work. Okay, and then another one. So I actually used the whole thing, which that's okay, that's fine. That works for me. I like that. And then let's choose the, oh, I have this other side of this one. I could do that one right there. That's what I'll do. Okay. And then, so I need a, let's get that on, and then we'll pick Rick Rack. Let's figure this out. This is getting kind of sticky. Let's grab a new sheet here. And we are going to go this way. Okay. Oh my gosh, I got so quiet right there, you guys. I'm so sorry. I was thinking about something. I was probably thinking out loud. You're like, what is she saying? Oh, my battery is dying. Even my battery is saying, Sandra, your video is too long. This is, I don't think I've ever done, except for a video this long. I'm so sorry. For anyone who doesn't like that, you're like, oh my gosh, what was she thinking? I was thinking I wanted to get this done. And I wasn't going to do it any other way. No, I mean, maybe I would eventually, but I don't know. But it feels good to get this part done. Yay, yay, yay. Oh, wasn't I going to pick my rickrack first? Oh, well. Oh, well. I'm sure I'll find one. I have plenty to choose from. So I am putting this on vellum, and I am using art glitter glue, so hopefully it stays. If not, it will just have to be addressed in at another time with something else. I mean, there's always a fix. Even if it's all put together, there's some how to fix it, right? Okay. Oh, that went off the edge a little bit. Oh, geez, Louise, Sandra. It's the last one. Pull it together, girl. We'll give a little lift. I wanted that green. That's where I should have started, because I can always like push or cut here if I needed to. All right. Nicely done for the moment. So I have been leaving this off, so I'm going to just really quick jam this needle, this long needle in there. And then get it cleaned up. Get that in there. There we go. And pick the rick-a-rack. Okay. Time to pick the rick-rack. So so it's very orangey. So, you know, and I haven't decided. I think, see, isn't that going to be pretty? It's so pretty. And then I need to pick a rick-rack for it, though. That's the inside, and this is the outside. Ooh, so like that color right there really pops. Liking that. Do I have one? I thought I seen one in here that was kind of like that. Maybe it was. So when we started, I had this all organized and cleaned up, and I had like all the colors like close together. As I'm going through this, I'm just, you know, not being very nice to my, oh my gosh. Oh, I'm going to have to fix that. I can't just dump that in there. Oh, there's a pretty purple right there. That would have been good, I think, on that other one. Too late. Although there are a few that are missing their rickrack, so I can do that. I could have swore I had a burgundy kind of color in here, though. Where it went, I don't know. Not like a burgundy, but more like a, maybe I was seeing it. Dang it, come on. I don't know. All right. How many times are you gonna look for it until you decide it's not there? You ever do that at the grocery store? Like you're looking for something specific, it's not there, and you're like, dang it. And then you just can't stop looking because you know if you just keep looking, it'll appear. Ooh, there's this one. That's more like a red, though. I don't think that's going to work. I'm going to leave it out for a second. Maybe this is what I was thinking of. I don't think it's quite that color that I was looking for, though. And, oh, and then look. I told you, I knew I had a green that was a different color. All right. There is that. Oh, there's Jason walking across the house. He's going to the kitchen. But it's only 4, so I don't know what he's going to do. It's too early to feed, unless my clock's wrong. I'm not putting this blue on there. I just needed to move it to the front. Okay, let's see. Let me move those for just a second. Everything's in my way. All right. Yeah, it's just, you can tell it's red. It doesn't, in person, I don't know what it looks like on camera right now, but it's very red. Okay. I'm not like super thrilled how that came out. I think because I pulled it up, so I like warped, because the glue warps vellum a little bit, you know, and when I yanked that up. Okay, I mean, it's not bad, it's just bugging me. None of the other ones did that. I think I like this over what I have to choose from. Let me see this rainbow one. Like I have a lot of color to choose from. I really like this right here. Maybe I am going to go colorful on this one too. Yeah, I think I am. I think I like that better than I like just the pink. or just the yellow. There's this other orange one. I just don't think that's the right color. Nope. And then there's this yellow one right here. No, and I'm not liking that. Okay. I am choosing to go with the rainbow color. And I gotta find my spot where I want it. I like that orange. This orange right here is pretty with that. And I like that green. I don't want the blue, so let me pull the green off. I like to keep a little bit of that color like with the other one right there in case I need it. So the blue, and then where's that gonna leave me here? Into the purple, which that's fine. A little bit of purple in there's fine, I think, as long as it's just a little bit. So right there and right there. That and then that. Let's get her glued down. Did I close that? No, it closed itself with that thing right there. Quiet time again. Okay, I'm gonna slide that down. Oh, and I went the other direction. Isn't that funny? That's okay. It doesn't really matter. I figure all the colors are fine because they're garden encyclopedias, and like the flowers outside, all the nature, it's like all the colors. They're not like, oh, you can't grow here, you're orange. Oh, you can't grow here. This is just all red and white. You're purple. Get out. No, the purple one, when you see it and all the red and white, you're just like, oh my gosh, look at that one pretty purple one there. So cute. I didn't get that straight. Well, whatever. Okay, this one is what it is. I'm done. All right, I'm done with this. Now I'm going to put these in here. Get my page folded. This goes in here. All right. World History Maps. Is that the name of this book? That I got all these beautiful maps out of. I don't think I used everything in that book, so I'm pretty sure I still have it here. I just took all the really pretty maps out, though, that I could find. And so I might not know what book it is. Maybe it would be the book that doesn't have any maps in it. It's a map book. That's a sure. Okay, so this one has the everything's done, and the rickrack is in place. Okay, there's one, this one, rickrack, and everything's in force. Two, and then oh wait, while I'm doing this though, this paper goes in here. I think so. Two. This one. Rickrack is on. This one is 3. This one goes in here. All right. 4. Rickrack. And everything's reinforced. I have to look at what I reinforced it with. Okay, yeah, the 4. And then 5. Oh, so pretty. It's this one, goes in here. 6. Oh, and that had rickrack, yes. 6. No rickrack on this one. This was number 6, though. So let's see, rickrack on this one. And let's see, the front page is just really pretty, mostly greens, a little bit of flowers in there. This has got the pinks on here. This one might be, this might be a pretty pink one right here. It's got that color. Yeah, let's just go with it, you know. I don't have time to dicker around here. I need to get it done. So, and I do like this. Okay, I'm going to clean that up a little bit. And put that there like that. All right. Oh my gosh, it's so good to get these done. All right. I think I said this was number 6. And then 7. Good. And this one, did this one go to this one? No. 8. Nice. 9. I love this vintage sheet on this one. Ooh, so pretty. 10. Oh, look at my stuff's in the wrong. What the heck? This is all. Oh, I think this is the one I was actually working out of before, and I changed my layout. This is probably the one I'm supposed to be following, but it doesn't have any rickrack on. Oh, it has rickrack. Oh, down there. It doesn't have a paper on there, though, so this is missing the paper. All right. I'm going to set this one aside. I'm not going to make you watch me do the paper, but I'm going to pick the paper right now because this is like hot pink. What's the outside? Oh, so pretty. I actually think this would be pretty there. So I'm going to make that for my ruffle. And I'm going to stick these in here for right now. And I'm going to stick this up here because this video is super long. Actually, I'll just make it really fast. Sorry. I'm going to just do it really fast. And I can always cut this. I can always cut part of it out and show you where we landed on it. So let's do that. Let's just go. We're going to fold it like that. See, it just takes me a second to do it. And then like, see, see, I keep saying that. You can tell I'm getting tired. It takes, it's just all the little things, you know, like I think I'm done with the pocket or I think I'm as close as I'm going to be done. And then I'm like, wait, but I need this. And then, oh, it needs a friend. And then, oh, it needs this. Oh, it needs that. And I think that goes like right there. That goes right there. I'll do a little mark, a little fold. Whoops, it's not straight. I'm not going to like that. Okay. A little fold, a little, again, I'm not getting it on that fold. Put it down. Oh, maybe that one's cut is crooked. I don't know. Okay, get it moist. Okay, and then give it a tear. Stick that in there now so I don't forget. Do a little inky dinky do. I wonder if I remember to do this on all of them. I don't think I did. That's all right. Too late now. I'm just doing it so it stands out. I'm not doing it for grunge or anything. Not that anything wrong is grunge. Not that there's anything wrong with the grunge. Oh, look at, and then there's rickrack. So I got double the rickrack, double the fun. Let's see. I guess I'm not done with you. lot of glue. Take her, set her down. See if I'm quiet, see how much faster I go. All right, there we go. Everybody goes back in. And then this, I want this one to stay on the top because I knew that there was one book that I was working with that I was changing the layout of the papers, and I can't, this is it. So, and I still have those other ones to put in. So I'm gonna take this one over here, and this was number 10, I believe. So 10, where do you go, number 10? I don't know. 10, oh, wow. 11, bric-a-brac, everything's there. I think I passed that one already. 11, 12, rick-rack, yep, okay. Oh, paper. What the heck? So it's not the rick-rack I was forgetting, it was the paper. Another one, 12. Jeez Louise, Sandra. Oh, you know what? I think the first couple ones I did, I was kind of doing them by myself because of all the phone calls, remember? So it's not my fault. It's everybody else's fault. Just kidding. Dang it. Okay, I kind of like, I haven't been using cherries on the front of these. I don't know. No, I'm not feeling it. I don't want the cherries. That one's not too bad, I don't think. I don't know. This one is kind of thick. It would work for a ruffle, though. All right, well, those are my choices. So I think I'm going to go, I think I like that one more than I like this pink. So we'll do that. I guess we're doing another one of these. So let's see. But I'm thinking I like it better like that with the splatter, that little bit of lightness on there. Okay. Backwards again. Here we go. I use more of the strip this way, but I think it's almost kind of easier. Doesn't matter where it lands. I'm just done with this. So let's see. Go like that and like that. And then I'm trying to cut corners, my friends. I'm like, I'm just going to cut this. It's not going to work out for me. So I'm just going to go like this. Oh, no. Okay. My ruffle's okay. Okay, ink. For anybody that's been hanging out here for the entire thing, I applaud you. This is a long video. It probably would take me 3 different times or 4 to watch the whole thing. So thank you. And if you're just letting it play just to help me out, I also appreciate that too. Just know I don't expect anybody to be here for as long as this video is taking. But you are always welcome. And I always appreciate you. I thought about editing a lot of it out, but honestly, it's I'm on a time crunch and it takes time. So to go find the spots to edit, I will probably have a little bit here edited. I'm gonna try my best to get like super silent parts out. And like, I don't know. I'm gonna do my best, but after you edit it, then you got to resave it again. It takes so long. And then it takes, I think the uploading process takes longer when things are edited. I don't know if it like knows that you edited it. So it's like looking to make sure that you're not doing like bad stuff. I don't know. I'm always just trying to guess. I mean, I could be right and I could be wrong. I got a 50-50 shot, right? There we go. All right. I'm going to worry about my glues in a minute because I'm tired of opening and cleaning that thing up and then having to redo it. Okay, that one's done. So this, whoops, I need to get the books in there. This would be book number 11. Right? Yep, 11. And then number 12. Please have all your stuff. Please, please, please. See, these were the beginning ones. Oh, I do. It has it all. Yay. So excited. And guess what? Nope, it's not it. I already went through it, so I'll have to go find the piece where this one goes. All right, so there we go. Got them all done, my friends. Thank you so much for helping me. I appreciate that. Now I just need to figure out what I was doing here with these signatures because this isn't my favorite either, so I need to still figure it out. But I don't know if I should waste time doing that right now because I feel like that's something that I might change again. And so, yeah, there's that. There's all that. Let me finish this really fast here, so I cannot do this and talk. All right. Whoops. Sheesh, that was loud. Thank you, my friends. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy all your moments and this super long video, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.